Well, hello everybody, it's J&K Stay in Vegas. A little bit more of a raw video. Wanted to come down here on the anniversary of October 1. 4 years ago today, tragedy struck Vegas, and I basically just wanted to talk about my experiences. I was working down here on the Strip, kind of some of the things I saw, some of the things I was experiencing. That being said, again, this is just going to be a pretty darn raw video. Not a lot of editing, just gonna kind of take you around and share my experiences of that day. Also, stay tuned to the end, guys. I do have some pictures that I took on the day after and a couple other things that are of note that I'll comment on as well. So to give you some context, currently I am standing out here outside the Tropicana Hotel on the Las Vegas Strip. I did work here with my other company that did conventions in town. Just a quick backstory. And this was my property that I was in charge of basically for conventions. And I was working here at the time. Right across the way here is the Route 91 Festival of where it was. They have since in recent days have actually taken down the green scrim that was been up here literally for about the last 3.5 years. And as you can see, Mandalay Bay is in the background there. And in fact, the day before we were promoting the Route 91 Festival, and the side of the building there, I was putting up what was called a gobo. And a gobo is kind of like an illuminated static image that you can put up to signify, promote things. And I was actually in charge of putting this, basically a big spotlight on the side of the club tower here at the Tropicana. So anyway, it was to tell everybody that was coming from across the street behind me that, hey, we've got a big party here at the Tropicana. You definitely want to come over here and check it out after you get out of the festivities. So I was putting that up there, here at the Tropicana, the night before. So we're currently walking around what was the back end of the festival. And I'm currently walking on Reno Drive, which parallels the Tropicana. So here we are at the corner of Reno and Giles. And this street paralleled, again, on the other side of the Route 91 Festival. So as we continue down here, paralleling the festival grounds, a lot of people took shelter in these towers here because they didn't know where everything was coming from. But over here, down here, is where the stage setup was at this end, and you can see how much closer we are now to Mandalay Bay. So a little bit of more context in my experiences of what exactly happened that night. I had set up that spotlight and on the side of the Tropicana and went home. Just a normal night after work, got home. Christina was actually up. She woke me up at about 2:30 in the morning and said, there's been a shooting down on the Las Vegas Strip. And of course, out of a slumber, I'm like, what are you talking about? We turned on the news. Of course, we saw all this footage of people running and everything. Just complete chaos. We're watching all the, past footage of the couple of the hours beforehand when we were asleep. I actually called the VP of my hotel. He said, yes, his wife was down there with another family member. They were currently okay, but that they were trying to get back. He actually went down there at that moment, rushed down there. He was able to collect them, get them out, and before anything else had happened. But we actually had conventions that were starting at 7 a.m. in the morning in one of the ballrooms that's right next to the Route 91 Harvest Festival. And I said, are we going through with these? I mean, what are we doing? He said, I don't know. Our employees can't get down there. So There's probably no way we can even have business today. But of course, everything was just so up in the air. So over the course of the evening, we found out that many of the people had escaped refuge to the Tropicana and subsequently made it to actually our ballrooms where we had equipment set up and everything else. Because at one point there were rumors that there were gunmen in the Tropicana as well, which they were not. But of course, everybody's in a very big panic mode and nobody knows really what's going on. Everybody's scared, running everywhere. So many people took refuge in our ballrooms and many other places. So this area behind me, guys, would have been the backstage area right back there of the concert. And just to give you an idea how close Mandalay Bay is, he was just right there in that side tower. So close to people, especially with a high-powered weapon that can fire over a mile away. I took these pictures when I finally got down here to the Tropicana. I was able to make my way because a lot of the roads were closed when I arrived back on property here at the Tropicana. Of the window that was still exposed. As I said earlier, we had a convention that was supposed to start, so we had thousands of dollars of equipment in our ballrooms, many things that were very small pieces of video equipment that could easily be pocketable and just walk away, so to speak. But you know what? People didn't do that. People were respectful. They just wanted a place to escape from, to hide from, didn't know what was going on. But none of our equipment was touched. None of it was missing. People just want a safe place to stay, at least hopefully. So anyway, everyone, that is just my experience. I thought I would share the day after this tragic day here in Vegas in 2017, October 1. Our condolences go out to the 58 people that lost their lives and their families on this tragic day. Make sure and hug your loved ones a little bit more. You never know. You just never know. That's going to do it for me. As always, everybody, we like to say, stay safe and stay silly, but more importantly, stay safe.